Sentencing Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, was that really the best choice? Was that really the best we could come up as a country? Due to all the backlash as we got to the tribal war, because you and I know this has to do with tribal recognition. Now, sentencing him to life imprisonment on the ground of terrorism, was that really the best we should have done? Even though many Igbos have been, they don't knock me for this social media. But what they forget is that the people who they support were actually using on the case to create content while I was actually bringing a solution. I could remember, I keep telling them then that Nnamdi Kanu taking over his case or being arrogant to the judge in court, even though he's innocent, even though he's guilty, will not help his case. That he cannot win the federal government one on one. I was under attack. You people make it look as if I was like, I was supporting the government. I make it very clear there that Nnamdi is a Nigerian. I, for one, I want him to be set free. But he needs to do something. What did I say? Let Nnamdi find a way of getting into an agreement with the federal government. Denouncing this Biafra or wherever, agreeing to the peace and condition on the peace table. That way, the case would have been better, since there was clemency recently that the president carried out. But no, you guys will not listen. Some of you were even believing that Nnamdi Kanu is going to hamstrung the government and get the justice. But I keep saying at that time that you people were using Nnamdi Kanu case to cash content. You were not helping the situation. Mostly many of you Hebrews that were doing content then, you were just misleading the followers of Nnamdi Kanu. Now look at it right now. Even if there actually was his death sentence, did you people were you able to do anything right now? You people actually, you make the matter worse for Nnamdi Kanu. But when a few of us were bringing a solution, we could not talk to the government directly, but we were bringing a solution to you people, so you people know how to channel your energy and see how you can help your man. I don't have any problem with him. He was fighting for the tribe to be recognized, for the East to be recognized. It's normal. But I made it very clear the way you guys were going then, you guys were not going in the right form. You guys were actually. But anyway, to the federal government, you people should understand that what this singular decision you guys made yesterday has actually set the table. You people have drawn the line. Remember, the rivers remember. The people remember. Because on the ground that I listened to the judgment, I listened to the prosecuting counsel, I listened to the defense, even though it's not a defense counsel anymore, but he actually made his own speech. After everything, the law has been set. No man is bigger than Nigeria law. Are we honestly serious on that part? I will not say more on that, but let me just quickly say something that the table that was set right now, it has made it very clear, it has cleared my doubt now that even this administration right now, it looks as if that it is not even the Yoruba that are ruling right now. It also seems as if that it is the Northerner that are ruling. Why did I say so? Nnamdi Kanu was convinced of what? Terrorism. Just few months ago, over 300 terrorists were set free. More have been set free into the society. These ones were no terrorists, no killers. What was Nnamdi? Let's even assume that Nnamdi was really a terrorist. He actually killed. He actually caused kill. He do all the offenses. But he's still in Nigeria. He is still in Nigeria, and the case become a case of interest that the people were actually interested in. Sentencing him to life imprisonment for the same offense that many people have been pardoned. It shows that there are people who are actually calling for the sentence of him, Nnamdi Kanu. It's not like you, okay, let's agree that the presidency does not have any way, the presidency cannot interfere in the judiciary process. I agree. But when a case like that has become a case of particular interest, you will know that definitely the presidency has a say on it. And let's call the spade a spade. Over 44 Senate, yes, 44, writes an open letter to the president pleading on the behalf of Nnamdi. That means the man is loved. That means he's still in Nigeria. That means they believe there should be hope for the man. The people that wrote those letters, they were not a tax. They were not street urchins. These are people working under the federal government also. They wrote to the presidency since the case has become a case of open interest. And it's not, as I said earlier, let's assume that Nnamdi Kanu actually is guilty of all the crime. But with the way we have been lenient with our judgment with other tribes, why couldn't just one man? Because if I was with the president, it's exactly the same thing I would tell him. And if the president makes the decision on his own, I would tell the president, not the right decision. The table has been set. The line has been drawn. The hatred has grown. As a matter of fact, the Yorubas and the Igbos, the Eastern, you won't believe it. Maybe you think that because it's coming for smart. But I'm telling you, it has already been drawn. This one singular heart, it is obvious that that line has been drawn. But I'm saying, why didn't the government come in and set this man free? Or maybe the government is going to do that later. I don't know. But that should be the right thing to do. Just one terrorist who definitely, I believe, with all the evidence we are seeing, that we didn't see him with anything like gun or anything. The only thing we know is he gated it. So let's assume that he actually committed those atrocities. It's worse that those people that are killing our soldiers, our military men, our police every day, adopting our children, adopting our sisters, our mothers, our brothers. You see, there are a lot of trouble. That is why I want to say this, that even after listening to the judiciary, after listening to the judge, listening to the judgment, listening to the prosecuting counsel and the defense, one thing I want to say is that you guys leave the bigger problem and you're focusing on the little problem. And I believe it's because of politics. Imagine that a nation. We people are just trying to, like I say, the Hausa, I don't know how you guys did it, but this whole thing shows that it's not even the Yoruba that is even ruling the country. The Hausa had a strong hold on this country. And you, as you believe me, you don't want to believe me, it's your choice, but I'm telling you today that the Hausa own this country. And maybe what I see is that it's simple. All the other tribes, the Yorubas, the Satsats, we always cry and pray and leave our problem to God. But when the Hausa man feel cheated, you see them coming out violently. Looking as if they are the only one that know how to do evil. So people are scared of bad people. The people take advantage of good people. And the Sasa, the West, you people are good people because you people are the only thing you know how to do is to pray. That is why this side you people are the Christian. That side they are the Muslim. And what does the Muslim do? They believe in physical. They believe in violence, and that is why even the government, they know if you get them angry, the whole country will go. If let's call the spade a spade. If the president were to go with the Igbo, what would not be his fate in the coming election? Because they are also have the population that has the violence. So normally you will choose the not. So I'm sorry. You feel that I think the president did not come in. Not calculative. But like I say, that life sentence is too harsh. It's still in Nigeria. There would have been a way to talk it out. Not life sentence. Now they deserve at least his freedom.